Friend said, can a late spouse be an ancestor? Absolutely. A late spouse can definitely be an ancestor because that is likely somebody who you had a spiritual bond with, a physical bond, a sexual bond, an intimate bond. Ancestors are not just blood relatives. Ancestors can be extended family, friends, people who have had an impact on your life, somebody that you had a very strong bond with. They can be exes, lovers, also animals, because depending on what your spiritual beliefs are, what your cultural beliefs are, what your religious beliefs are, there is a level of reincarnation, and people get to choose who, when, where, how they return back to this earth. And so sometimes our pets are ancestors, and ancestors can also be earth members, nature spirits. I will be covering all of this information inside of my ancestral veneration workshop called Lifting the Veil. It is on Sunday morning. We're going to church. So if this is something that's been calling you, if you have connected with this series in any type of way, I invite you and encourage you to come to class. Instead of walking into this next season afraid and feeling isolated and alone, you can walk into this next season feeling sure, feeling confident, feeling empowered, and if nothing else, feeling connected. The beauty of taking a live class, especially with me, I'm going to tell you, taking a live class is that you have the ability to interact with myself and other people. There will be other people in the class. So if you're thinking something spooky won't going to happen, it's not. But if it was, it's going to happen to all of y'all. Also, you get to ask away all the questions that you don't want to ask on the internet. You don't want all these people in your business like that. You get to do it in intimacy. If nothing else, you get to get it in real time. You don't have to be sitting there wondering if, what, who, where, and how. And especially when it comes to spirituality, learning this path, it gets lonely sometimes because you really don't know what you're doing, right? You thinking you know what you're doing. You don't got nobody to ask. The whole point of taking a class is that you can ask the people who you are already feeling some type of a connection with. You have been following me. You've been watching all my videos. You done sat there and agreed and keyed and typed me back and talked to me and been in my DMs and asking me a question every couple of days. And then I make an offer to help you because I already know the information. This is what I'm sharing with you. And then you don't want to do it. We can't be afraid for what we need. Let's leave that in 2025. Let's not be afraid of what we need. Let's ask with our minds. You've already done that. That's why you're on this page. Let's ask with our minds. And then when the answer is presented to us, let's say thank you and let's take it. Okay?